Hi guys, it's Owen here from InvestinU again with our tips, tricks and shortcuts. Today's top tip, using the screenshot tool. Absolutely brilliant feature. I know a lot of people have been in the past using the likes of the snipping tool that comes with Windows. Others, if you've been using it for years, have been, torturing themselves with the print screen, send it into Paint, trying to cut the piece out you want. Well, let me show you, if you've not seen it, the screenshot tool. You'll find this screenshot tool in most, or in fact, all Microsoft Office applications. Where 365, you'll see it in 2019, 2013, 2016. It's in all the versions right up. I think they brought it out in Office 2010, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, let me show you how this works. I'm just going to step out of my presentation here. And I'll start with Word, because Word's a nice, easy one to start with. Now imagine, if you will, you're doing a document. You need to take a screen grab of something, okay? So you're documenting how a system works and you want to take a grab of the actual screen itself. As I said to you in the past, what did most people do? So I've been using computers for a while now, for a number of years. The old days, and I mentioned the old days, you would have had to do a print screen. Okay, you know what I'm talking about? Send it into Paint, cut the piece out you wanted, and then copy and paste it into the Word document. But those days are gone, because then they brought out the snipping tool, which I mentioned. And this Windows snipping tool was fantastic. But again, with all of these kind of things, you had to come out of the application to do what you need to bring it back in again. Well, Microsoft, and I'm using 365 today, as you already know, sitting in your Insert tab is a button called the screenshot tool. So you can see the screenshot tool here. I'm just going to hover over, found under your Insert tab. You'll also find it in Excel and Outlook too. Okay. And within the Insert tab, you can see, if I click on the drop down, what it will do is it'll give me the option of taking a screen grab of something in the background. Okay, so if I want to take a screen grab of something in the background. So let me give you an example. If I minimize Word here, you can see I've got my presentation open in the background here. I'm going to minimize that, so I'm just looking at my desktop. If I bring Word back up again, and I wanted to take a grab of something that was on my desktop, I select Word, look, Insert, Screenshot. Now it sees there's no windows open other than the desktop. I do a screen clipping, give it a couple of seconds. You'll notice my screen will grey out. Look at my cursor, it's got the crosshair, and all it's waiting for me to do is draw over the area that I want to take a grab of. So for example, if I wanted to take a grab of my recycle bin, for example, the icon, look, all I'm doing, top left-hand corner here, left clicking, dragging, let go, hey presto. I mean, how good is that? I don't have to leave the application, take a grab of it to bring it back in. Now I will, and I know there's going to be questions on this, people who've used the snipping tool. The snipping tool does have one or two other little advantages to it. You can draw it and stuff like that. But what I want you to remember is, because that's now an image or a picture, as I've selected it in Word, look, I get my contextual tab up the top here, my picture format tab, and look, I can change, I can make adjustments to it, corrections, colors, picture styles. I will be going into pictures and what you can do with them in a later video, but you do have additional options in there when you take that grab. Now, I'm just going to delete that for a second and just show you another example. Let's say I wanted to take a grab of something. There's our InvestinU website, and I wanted to take a grab of the logo or something that was on the website. So you can see I can scroll down here and I can take a grab of absolutely anything I want. I'm going to go with the logo that's sitting up the top left-hand corner here. Okay, so look, just bring up Word. So it's now sitting on top of that window. I go to my Insert tab, Screenshot, okay, screen clipping, give it a couple of seconds, okay, the screen will grey itself out, and all it's waiting for me to do is draw over the piece that I want, and hey presto, I got the screen grab. So it's just simply remember, whatever you're trying to take the grab of has to be sitting in the background. Now it does give you options. So for example, let me just delete that again. So if I wanted to take a grab of something that was in PowerPoint, maybe the ribbon, I'm demonstrating about the ribbon, I'm talking about the ribbon, I need to take a grab of that ribbon. Look, bring up Word, so it sits on top of it. I go to my Insert tab. Now we can see there's a window open. So it does give me the option. Look, I've just taken an entire grab of the window. But, let me delete it again. If I wanted to take a grab of, say, just the ribbon itself, Screenshot, screen clipping, give it a couple of seconds, wait for it to grey out, and look, all I have to do is draw over it, and hey presto, you've got your lovely ribbon. Really, really simple and really effective in the likes of Microsoft Word. Well, let's have a look at it in PowerPoint then. So where would I use it in PowerPoint? So let's say I'm doing a presentation here. Now here's a very common question I get asked, okay? And that question simply is, what is the best way to bring something from Excel into PowerPoint? Okay, now again, I will do another video on this for you, on numerous ways you can take Excel and bring it into PowerPoint, different ways of doing it, right? But think about this, ask yourself this. That file you're bringing in from Excel into PowerPoint, do you need to interact with it? Do you need to be able to make changes to it? And a lot of people say to me, no, I don't need to be able to adjust it, or I'm sending it to somebody so they just need a screen grab of it. Okay, so if I had a spreadsheet or absolutely anything, again, open up that Excel file, okay, make sure it's sitting in the background of your presentation, and all I'm going to do, again, now I'm going to use PowerPoint here, but it doesn't really matter. All I'm going to do, look, my insert tab, screenshot, screen clipping, give it a couple of seconds, and then you can take a grab of whatever you need, and you can see it pulls it in straight away. Now again, remember, you're only taking a screen grab, so it's not linked. Okay, you're not embedding it, so it's going to take up a huge amount of space. It's a great way, just an alternative way. And as a question I could ask, an alternative way of bringing something from Excel into PowerPoint. If you don't need to interact with it, how good is that tool? The screenshot tool. One last one, just before I finish up as well. I'm just going to close out of that. Think about this one. Email. Okay, well, where would I email? Right. How many of you out there have come across an error message, big error message pops up on your screen, okay? And you're thinking, right, I need to get to the IT guys and tell them what this error message is because I haven't a clue what it means. So what are you doing? You're writing down the error message, the number that goes with it, and often these numbers are big, long numbers, okay? Or again, you're trying to grab it, whatever. This way, watch. So imagine I'm just going to minimize everything again. So I'm looking at my desk. Imagine I've got that big error message on my desktop here. Look, open up the email. And guess what I'm going to do? Because here's what you got to remember. Word is the default editor for Outlook. So anything essentially you can do in Word, you can pretty much do in Outlook too. So if I go, look, click on my message body, insert, look what's sitting in there. I've got my screenshot tool, screen clipping, give it a couple of seconds, draw over the area that you know, where your error message is, wherever that error message is, and you can see instantly it pulls it in. Nice and simple. The fact that it exists in all these Microsoft Office applications is absolutely fantastic. The good news is it does exist in Excel. I don't really use it in Excel that much, but I definitely use it in the likes of Word, definitely in PowerPoint, and you can see the advantages of using an Outlook as well. Look, I hope, guys, that makes sense, and you're definitely going to go out and start using that screenshot tool because I know I use it all the time. As always, guys, don't forget to, to like, follow, subscribe. We're on LinkedIn, we're on YouTube, and we're also on Facebook and Instagram. Okay, you'll get us on our website as well, www.investinU, the letter U.ie. As always, guys, stay safe, and I'll talk to you soon.